Good morning, everyone. Happy Father's Day. Sunday, June 21st. Here we are. This is SUNDAZE with the Nomad Cook. I am Chef Travis Peterson, and this is presented by CANNABIS. So, over the last 4 weeks, we've been using infused cream. If you go back about 3 weeks ago on the Sunday there, you'll see our episode when we took a different couple methods on how to infuse heavy cream. And then over the last 3 weeks, we've looked at a variation of recipes that we can include the heavy cream in. That first week we made spaghetti carbonara. Last week we made that beautiful smoked salmon and ricotta lemon crepe. So again, trying to sort of think outside the box when it comes to what people think edibles are. So today we're going to touch a little bit more on that, sort of snack side. That perfect sort of food, sit there and just sort of, not feel guilty, just dig away, make it feel good. So I actually had I had this dip at a party a couple of years ago, and it's like crack. It's so good, you can't stop dipping into it. And I've always thought, how much better would it be if we added some cannabis into it, right? So couple things to remember again when we are incorporating cannabis into recipes is we got to find the right point to be adding it. Anytime we are going to add more heat to a dish, we're going to lose the amount of THC milligram dosage as we come out to the end, because we really start to burn it away around that 320 degree mark. So we're going to make this dip today. It's going to go in the oven. When it comes out of the oven is when we'll add our infused heavy cream into it. So today's cannabis that we're focusing on, honestly, it's my favorite brand out there, Broken Coast, the Gabriola. Just a beautiful, beautiful strain. We're sitting about 18% THC. The thing I love, every single time you open a little jar up from Broken Coast, you just get the most beautiful aroma, most beautiful looking flowers. It's just, I think, really set the bar of, what we should expect anytime we go and we do purchase cannabis. So, very, very excited to work with them today. So, what we're doing today is sort of a chicken and cheese dip. Very simple. We're using 7 ingredients when we add the cannabis in. It takes about 20 minutes to make. Again, all that mise en place prep. I went out and I bought a roasted chicken. So the recipe calls for roasted shredded chicken. So I just bought that chicken that was already done, peeled the chicken off, diced it up, ripped it up into nice little pieces. It's right here in a bowl. We need 2 cups of shredded cheese. I'm using a Jarlsberg, which comes out of Norway. It's a very creamy, smooth cheese. I love my Scandinavian cheeses, so that'll be a nice little mix. But that sharp old age cheddar will work really well as well. Then we've got some cream cheese. So it calls for 8 ounces. So I've split this recipe in half. I've actually got some making right now, so we're going to show you guys both. But the recipe that is out there, you're going to be looking for 8 ounces of cream cheese. We've got 4 right here. Then the recipe calls either for feta or blue cheese. I got a beautiful gorgonzola. Again, also one of my favorite cheeses. It's going to add really just a nice sort of balance of flavor. The cheese is very rich, smooth, and creamy, and the blue in there will really add a nice balance to it. Hidden Valley Ranch. Boom, just like that, half a cup. And then Frank's Red Hot Sauce. Okay, so again, you can buy chicken breast, chicken thighs, cook that ahead of time yourself, or go out and buy the whole roasted chicken, pull it apart. So very, very simple. Again, we go back, if you haven't made your infused cream yet, or you missed that episode a couple weeks ago, you're gonna wanna take about 3.5 grams to a cup of cream and go for 3 hours at 165 degrees. Okay, so we've got that done. This is our heavy cream here. So this is the kind of recipe you're going to a party, right? It's a potluck or anything, you got a team function going on where people are gonna be around. Bring this, put this next to the veggie tray and that lame old cheese and salami tray. This will steal the show. There is nothing healthy about this though, folks. It's Father's Day. We're just gonna do something really tasty, delicious, something Dad's gonna love. Okay? So, this is how easy this all is. Okay? Step one, we take our shredded cheese, put it in a pot. Step two, take our cream cheese, pop it in the pot. Step three, blue cheese. Okay, so steps 1 through 3, we're all putting cheese into a pot. Simple, easy. You following along? All right, next we're gonna take our Hidden Valley Ranch dip. As you can see, this dish is dairy on dairy on dairy. So, I am not a person who can eat dairy, but I make exceptions when you come across something like this. Next up, Frank's Red Hot Sauce. Put that shit on everything. Right. Last, we've got our chicken. Okay. Next, we're just gonna take it and we're gonna mix this up really nice. So the one thing to do, pull that cream cheese out of the fridge ahead of time, let that soften up. Show you guys. Again, this is just all of our ingredients right into a pot. You know, if you've got the perfect little sort of Dutch oven, La Cassette pot, those are great to sort of cook and make this all in. I've got some great all steel pots here, so those work for me as well. So we've mixed all that together, right? We don't need to add any salt. We don't need to add any pepper yet. Just gonna leave this as is. There's so much flavor going on between the hot sauce, the blue cheese, the Hidden Valley Ranch. I don't need to do much to it. Now again, I actually had some cooking ahead of time. All right, put that in there. So, the magic of TV. So, what we've done here, again, if we were to add the THC, our infused cream, ahead before going into the stove, that 20 minutes in at 350 degrees is really going to burn away a lot of the THC. Right? We're not going to be left with a lot of those great sort of compounds that we're looking for cannabis. We're not going to feel that effects, the psychoactive effects of the THC. So very important where we kind of pick and choose where we add this. Now again, because we've got 3 different cheeses in here, you know, we are a very dairy-based sort of dip. This is how it'll be very easy for us to add our heavy cream that's infused into it. So, okay, so this is what we look like right now. Again, beautiful. The aroma, you get a little bit of Frank's Red Hot sitting there. It's very cheesy. You do. I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of heavy cream infused, which is 4 tablespoons. So I am right now 20 milligrams per tablespoon. We're going to go add that in. Okay. And we're just gonna go and fold it in. Now, would have been better to have added that into the pot. You can see here we don't really want to make a mess in this bowl. But so I skipped a step. I should have added the cream in while it was still in the pot. Would have allowed me to stir it in better. So this is a really key step. You know, we're adding in that infused cream right here. And the real key, again, you hear all those bad stories about someone eating a brownie that had too much THC in it. A big reason is that when the process of making the brownies is going on, they're not emulsifying that infused butter into the batter full enough. So it's very important that when we do add our infused cream in there, we're giving it a very good stir. All right, let's try that again. Right, now we taste. Where? So we have just over 2 cups in here. We've added about 80 milligrams of THC. So I would say the average, spoonful that you were to take a full spoonful out of there, you're probably sitting around that 7 milligrams. So, again, when we are serving this in, a group setting, that we need to be cognizant and make sure that our guests are aware that this dip has the THC in it. So it's very smart to even put up a little signage. Hey, this is how much is in there, every couple dips or so, of the chip. And probably 1 to 2 milligrams of THC right here. Let's try that again. This dip is so good. Tell you, this will be the best thing at any family function, any team gathering. Make sure you put the signage out. Father's Day dinner tonight, maybe make a little dip. Your dad probably had that crepe this morning, and he's relaxing today. So keep that relaxing going all the way. This is a beautiful 3-cheese chicken infused buffalo French red hot sauce dip. Delicious. We use, again, my favorite cannabis strain out there, Broken Coast. They've got a wide range of different strains. Every time you open that up, you're going to be more than happy with the product coming out. And it's really nice to use a cannabis strain so rich in its original terpene profile. Still fresh by the time you open it. It's very inspiring to go and cook with. Again, infused heavy cream. Add it in after you bake all the cheese. The nice thing about this is you can make this and bring it to a party. You just have to slowly heat it up. Put it in the oven at 200 degrees just for a little bit to kind of warm and bring it back up. Stay away from that 300-degree mark. And again, make sure you put the proper signage. Even when you're storing this in the fridge. I have written on top here, infused heavy cream. You never know when you have a house guest come over. You don't want to be making a mistake and having them put the wrong cream in their coffee. So, guys, I hope everyone has an amazing Father's Day. I want to thank you all very much for taking the time to join us. And hey, if you make the dip, tag me. Let's see what you guys do. Show me you cooking with Dad today. So again, everyone, thank you very much. Have a very, very safe day. Hey, June 21st, first day of summer. Wash your hands. Peace.